Oh shit,
That's
man.
crazy.
It's like,
So are you noticing like after like a workout, like it takes you longer to recover than it used to and shit? Or is it only like injuries?
It's, well, like working out like in the gym, like that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's normal. Like I still feel, you know, I'm sore for a day or two.
Yeah.
And I'm good. But if I like go hoop and like that constant side to side moving, that, you know, pressure
Super
on
fast.
the joints, boy, like I can't walk around my crib without like my slides. That's how bad my feet are. I mean, my feet bad from track,
so maybe
period.
maybe it's your feet. Like maybe you need to get some insoles or something.
I got
like
insoles
that.
in every shoe I put on.
For real?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. These feet.
I just
yeah.
got on those last year and they've been changing my game, bro.
Bro, hell yeah, bro.
Yeah.
And then I wear 2 pair of socks too. So,
Man, you taking all the precautions,
bro, I got to, bro. My feet like fucked up from track because you're wearing those spikes, those hard metal plated spikes, with no cushion.
Yeah, and those shoes are like really tight, right?
They're real tight on your feet too.
Yeah.
No support. They had us out there bold.
Man, and you play football too,
And
so
I play,
you're just on your feet all the time.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I mean, I ain't have too much contact in football.
Yeah.
Because I was way out there. I was smart.
Staying out the way.
Yeah, I stay out the way. You know, got occasionally touched up, but that's about it.
Yeah. Man, that's good. Did you have a good New Year's, bro?
I had a real good New Year, man.
Yeah.
Had a good Christmas. My mom had a really good Christmas. That's what made it for me, to see her how happy she was, you know what I'm saying, about the gifts, you know what I'm saying, her kids got her.
Oh, yeah.
So that was
You
good.
guys spoiled moms a little bit.
Oh, yeah, I had to. Like,
Love to hear that.
Oh, yeah.
Love to hear that.
Because I was late on my gifts, of course. I'm like, damn, what I got to get her? I remember her saying something about a purse or whatever.
Okay.
So I texted her like 2 days before Christmas. I'm like, hey, what do you want for Christmas? She's like, I want a purse. Like, I want a black purse. Like, just from Meyer. Like,
yeah.
She said, don't do me like that. So I went to Michael and got her a purse and a little...
Say what's up to Michael.
Wallet. Yeah, I had to say what up to him.
There you go.
And, yeah, she was happy with that. My sister got her some J's, some 4s.
Damn.
So she was happy about those. I think that's her first pair of Jordans. Like, she never cared for them.
Yeah.
So she was happy about that. So
those are 2 good gifts right there, man.
Yeah, man. How about yours?
It was good. It was good. My big brother from LA was in town for like 2 weeks. So for like, honestly, like that whole time it was just nothing but family game nights and drinking wine and all that.
Wine?
Yeah.
Wine is where it's at, bro.
Bro, especially around them, like his wife works in the wine industry, so she's breaking out these fancy bottles and I'm sitting there like
giving a breakdown of them.
Yeah, and I'm like out of there, and it got to the point like the 29th of December, bro, they were trying to open bottles and I'm just sitting there like, nah, like we've been drinking nonstop for 2 weeks, I'm done. Like, it's crazy being the youngest one, but I'm the one tapping out. It's funny.
That's
a little
different.
Embarrassing.
That's different, man.
But it was good though, like playing games with the family, man. It's just that's what I needed. I needed some time away.
Family time is always good. It's just like it replenish your soul. For me, you know.
Yeah.
Definitely with you on the drinking part, because
you slowing down too?
No.
I was gonna say, come on, man.
No, I mean I only drink on the weekends. Anyways, like, believe it or not, a lot of people don't believe me. They think I be turning up every day.
Work.
Yeah, like, are you kidding me? Like I gotta go to work. Like, somebody gotta pay my bills, and if I'm faded, I'm gonna call in every day. So, but yeah, man. I think from Christmas all the way through probably 2 days after New Year's, we were drinking. Man, tough.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fun though.
Yeah, I drank until like a few days before New Year's. Obviously had some drinks on New Year's, and then I've been sober as a mug since. I don't plan on drinking for a little while, man. Yeah, I can do like drinking and like whatever.
Casual drinking.
I recover well. You know, like I don't really get hungover, but doing it like repeatedly, like I can, because I don't sleep as good when I'm drinking or whatever.
I be out.
Like, and I eat worse, right? So like I'm not worried about what I'm eating when I'm sauced. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it just gets real bad for like day 4. Yeah, and I've had nothing but fast food. And, you know what I'm saying?
That's real bad. Yeah, like when you 4 days of drinking, that's like a vacation or spring break type shit.
Yeah, and then that's what it was too. And the other thing is like we weren't just like sitting around drinking. Like we were playing games and
active.
So like I was
drinking.
burning energy. You know what I'm saying? So like day 7 or whatever, and
it gets you drunk faster when you're moving.
I don't know if it gets you drunk faster, but
that's what I heard. That's what I heard.
I was gonna say like you definitely don't pay attention to drinking as much, you know, because you're preoccupied.
Yeah.
So you might have more drinks than you thought you should or whatever. But and especially the thing with me with wine is like I don't necessarily enjoy the taste of beer or like vodka or whatever, but I enjoy wine for real.
Wine's where it's at, man.
And like obviously the wine drunk is different.
Ooh,
and that
I love the wine drunk, bro. That buzz is unmatched, bro.
That should be making me feel cute, bro.
Cute as fuck. I just saw
yeah.
He said, "What's in this wine?"
He said, "This shit make me feel sexy as fuck." My girl sent me that. I was like, man, that shit is so true.
It's spot on, man.
And so that's the thing is like I enjoy the taste of it, and obviously like it makes you feel good. So like, bro, when I get to drinking wine, it gets out of hand real quick. But yeah,
I got a few big bottles of wine I have in the open jet. Like,
save for the right occasion.
Yeah, I mean,
we're just stocking up.
I've just been stocking up. Finally got my bar together now.
Oh yeah, I was gonna ask like how's that
finally together.
Yeah.
That liquid IV has been saving my ass though. Like those
the
pouches,
hydrogen packets.
Man, bro.
Yeah.
Like I was literally drinking. Like I'll pour one in like my water bottle, like big ass water bottle with ice, and I will sip on it in between like the drinking festivity, like the festivities, bro.
Does it mess with your like buzz or whatever?
No, it's just like drinking water. You know what I'm saying? Smart. And it keeps you hydrated. So I was drinking it throughout the shindigs. And then before I go to sleep, I'll chug a lot of it and then wake up like I'm not nauseous. I'm just tired.
Really? Do you normally get hungover at all?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm one of those people that get hungover, unfortunately.
Like bad?
I mean, if I drink shitty like quality liquor, yeah.
Right.
So like I don't think I drink shitty quality liquor anymore.
Yeah. But
I mean sometimes I do if I go to somebody else shit.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
None of my main boys, they keep good shit.
Good cleanup. Yeah, no, I've actually noticed that same sort of thing. Like the cheaper, especially with wine, because you can go real cheap with wine. Like if you get like barefoot or whatever.
Yeah.
Bro, I'll be having a headache the next day.
What's that wine? I had it's called Stella Rose or something like that.
Okay.
I think it's like it's sweet. It's sweet. But
is it a blue bottle?
Bro, they got helly flavors.
Okay.
Like helly flavors. I tried it one night. I was like, dude, this shit good as fuck. Like, man, cold too.
There you go.
Man. That shit was fire.
Yeah, man. So I'm on a little detox right now.
Yeah.
My birthday's on the 23rd, so I'm trying to make it to the 23rd without drinking anything.
You can do it, bro. You got that shit.
We'll see.
My boy said he's probably done drinking for a couple months or whatever. I said, all right, well, you have fun with that.
Yeah, going that long is crazy. I just need allow my body to refunction and do its thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm about to really focus in on the gym for at least 2 good months.
Yeah.
Yeah. I gotta look right for these trips.
Hey.
Like got to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, me and my girl are going to LA next month to visit my brother, and I'm thinking about it. I'm like, bro, I'm confident walking around Grand Rapids. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a decent looking dude. But LA confidence,
you gotta see it from their eyes. You gotta look past your best to look even okay there.
Like, bro, if let's say I'm an 8 in Grand Rapids, bro. Right. I'm a -4 in LA, bro.
It drops you a lot, bro.
Man. So I gotta.
I'm a smooth 2 there.
Smooth 2. I'll take a 2.
Cleaned up though and everything.
I'd take a 2. I'd be happy with it too.
I'm probably a 1. Actually, being real, I'm a 1
out of 10.
Yeah, I'm a 1. Yeah, for sure.
It's tough, man.
Yeah.
You can't compete with plastic surgery, man.
You can't compete with it. No,
what you about to do?
It's fine.
Yeah.
But my confidence ain't gonna never sway wherever I'm at. My shit gonna be.
You're gonna be the most confident one.
I ain't gonna be the most confident one. I'm still gonna be confident. Yeah. If you don't want to rock with me, fuck you then.
If you don't think I'm a 10, that's fine. I think I'm a 10.
I think I'm nice.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's all it's about.
No one else will.
Exactly. That's my slogan.
Yeah. But man, so 2020 ended finally. I think we can all take a sigh of relief. Although, the events of yesterday would say that the year is not really over yet.
Man, somebody said it's December 37th, 2020, bro.
Yeah.
I said, that's about right.
Some shit. I mean, hopefully this is the end of the storm. I don't really want to get into what happened yesterday, but
that shit was crazy, man.
Yeah, that shit was nuts.
But hopefully 2021 is, on the up and up.
Yeah.
And, you know, we can see some more positivity. That's all I'm worried about.
Yeah, so I mean, we'll just like go back to the start of last year.
Man,
how do you remember like how the start of the year went for you? Like
I do, because basically at the start of the year is like, you know, the new year and like my birthday basically. Okay. And basically started the year off right. You know what I'm saying? I was in the Shy with a couple of my best friends. You know, did it up there. Mm-hmm. Came back home and was, you know, living good. You know, linking up with friends. You know, trying to, you know, live life on the up and up. Mm-hmm. Then March came. And that's where shit went downhill.
Yeah.
Literally, actually, the week before the shutdown, we went to the concert, the baby concert, and we was living great. And then the day before the shutdown was my mom's birthday. We was living it up for her birthday. Yeah. And we heard we can get shut down the next day, so we went crazy. Mm-hmm. And then it was just, boom.
Yeah.
Just dead.
Yeah, man, March was crazy. But even like going back earlier in January, my family, ironically, we went to Chicago too for my dad's birthday. He turned 60. Old ass.
Old head.
But so that weekend, you know, we were in Chicago, did our thing, and then on the way back that Sunday, that was the Sunday that Kobe passed. And man,
I didn't even want to bring that up, but that's huge too, man.
I don't know, especially like it's a weird thing to be so affected by a celebrity, like someone I've never met,
that you not even met before,
never seen them in person, they've never seen me in person, but like his impact on me and my life was crazy. And honestly, like, before he passed, and I think this always happens, but like before he passed, I don't know if I would have said he was as important to me as he was, like as important as he was when he passed. Like I realized how much I really looked up to him, and you know, because especially at that time, like he had been retired for, you know, like 6 months or whatever, so he was doing all those podcasts and interviews, and so I from that time I'd been spending a lot of my energy like listening to him. And you know, I got a couple of his books upstairs. And then, like, when he passed, bro, I've never been so just, like, shocked by something before, you know?
I know exactly where I was at when I got the news. I'm like, man, it's got to be fake.
Man.
Like, I couldn't believe this shit, bro.
Mm-hmm. I remember I was just sitting there, just refreshing Twitter, just, like, trying to get the news. Yep. Like, nah, this isn't real. Like,
I'm all on CNN.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And, like, I started to appreciate him more towards the end of his career. Because at first, you know, it was all about, you know, the competitive edge and the athlete, comparing him versus this person, this and that. But like his last few years, I started to appreciate like his greatness, you know, and what he's done on and off the court. You know what I'm saying? So like, just like him being gone, like at the snap of a finger, was crazy. Like I don't know, man.
That was the wildest thing, was just like we had to get adjusted to him passing instantly. Like he didn't get sick or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
Everyone just woke up that day and Kobe had passed.
Yeah.
And it was crazy. And so that, like, I think for most people that, like, started the year off with this sad ass note.
Yeah.
You know, and then I think, like,
you just kept snowballing, man.
Yeah, like
snowball effect.
A lot of rappers lost their lives earlier in the year, you know. And then obviously, like you touched on, bro, like March, all of a sudden we're in a global pandemic.
Man.
And for the first time, at least in our life, like the world shut down.
Yeah. Yep.
You know, and I know it's like, it's kind of weird to look back now because, I mean, it's been like almost a year and it seems so normal. But like at the time, it was so strange to me.
It was.
You know?
Like I would literally look outside my window and see nothing.
Nothing.
It's like, what the fuck?
Oh, yeah, because you were already living downtown?
Yeah. And it's like you go from seeing people every day, walking dogs, bar hopping, you know, just living life, having fun, to nothing. Like you had to, like, I'm pretty sure, I mean, I can't compare it to prison or jail because I obviously never been there and it's way worse in there.
Yeah.
But like, you can't do shit.
Right.
You're stuck in your crib. At least you get to, you know, see your friends or family, but you're not supposed to though either.
Right.
So it was
especially at the beginning, like everyone was taking it serious. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was so weird. Like, just we had to get used to it, and I feel like I'm pretty skeptical about nature, so I didn't really believe that it was necessarily as harmful as everyone was saying.
Yeah, man. Like, you know, I didn't know what the hell it was until after the fact, because when February I got sick as fuck. Like I was sick as hell. I think I was telling you about that, and I thought it was a regular flu, but I'm like, this ain't no regular flu because I've had the flu before and the stomach flu before. Yeah. And I didn't know what the hell it was. Like I said, I missed 2 weeks of work. You know what I'm saying? I didn't leave my room for probably 8 days. You know what I'm saying?
Did you know what it was at that point?
I didn't know what it was.
Like, did you know what COVID was?
No.
No?
I didn't know what COVID was until... No, I didn't know what COVID was until, I think, March. And
when
then,
it like got to America.
When it got to America.
Yeah.
But then you go back and they said it started in December. November or December of 2019.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, damn, that makes sense. Like, I'm not saying it is COVID, but this ain't no shit I regularly had. You know what I'm saying? I already had before. So, yeah.
Right. Yeah, I mean, everyone got sick, and my family was taking it real serious and everything like that. And especially my brother and his wife were pregnant at the time, so they were taking
definitely had to,
extra serious. And it was like a weird thing because, like, every day I felt like we were waking up to new information about this helps and this doesn't and this and people were trying to say that it wasn't that bad and all these things, and people were losing their jobs. It's a crazy thing that we went through, and then like it's weird to be now in the position where, like, you know, for the most part, we're in the same situation.
Right.
Like, it seems like things are going to start opening back up in the next week.
It's not as of a harsh shutdown right now.
Yeah.
But, I mean, everything ain't 100% open.
Right. Like, we still can't go out to eat. Like, things are slowly reopening.
Yeah.
But it's just weird that, like, at the time, at least arrogantly maybe, I thought, like, okay, in theory, if everyone stays inside their house for a month, this shit will just die off, right? And it's crazy, 10 months later, we're still here. Yeah. You know, and like we still gotta wear masks when we go to the store. And
it was funny, like, I like to call it a soft reopening when they like lifted it up the first time.
Yeah.
Like lifted the what do they call it? Restrictions or whatever.
Stay at home order.
Yeah, stay at home order. And man, like, and it was still warm out. Yeah. And we were like, man, like I shit you not, bro. When they said we can like go out and do stuff, bro, it felt like a caged lion, bro. Yeah. Like we felt like we were caged up and we were just out, you know, in the jungle roaring, bro. Like it felt so damn good to be out, bro. Like,
yeah, that crazy. So I had the same exact feeling, and I think what made it harder this time around for me, because this last shutdown, like in November, this shit kind of like hit me hard, and it was because like I had gotten used to being able to go back out again. You know, like for all the time I was trapped in my house, like at March, like, you know, I was still in school. Like I had my hobbies I was doing. Yeah. And then when everything opened back up, like, I started to go out to eat more. I went out like a few times, not a whole lot, but like just started to get back into like my social life. And so like in November when it shut down, for some reason it just hit me so much harder. And I'm not really sure why still, but yeah. And then it's just like weird that we had like this, feels like a tease, like
it basically was a tease.
Yeah, y'all can go back out, and it was for like 3 months, but now we're back and we're closed again.
And it was funny, like the shutdown was like you had to have your mask on when you're roaming around, then you sit down, you could take it off. Like that was just pointless. Yeah, I mean, it's not like it just stops when you sitting down. You know what I'm saying? If you do got it, but I mean, shit. All right, cool. I'll sit my ass down, and you know,
if it means I can be out.
Yeah.
That's what's interesting about the whole thing is like people want to complain about having to wear a mask to a restaurant and then sit down at the table. But like, if that's what it takes for us to be able to go out, then I'm cool with it. And it's like, it doesn't even really bother me that much.
I mean, it doesn't bother me. I'm like, well, if it's going to help the cause or if it's going to allow us to be out, I'm down for it.
Right. Yeah, that's how I feel, you know?
But, you know, a lot of people are hard-headed and you can't tell them no or tell them what to do, so.
Yeah. It's the nature of things.
Yep.
And then from there, I mean, personally speaking, like throughout this whole time, the number one thing I've been like, I mean, not actively saying, it's not like I'm preaching about it, but what I want is just like a solution, right? Like I just tell me what we're doing. Like, are we shutting down to reduce the influx of people in the hospitals? Like, whatever it is, I just want to know what the game plan is. And then so
nobody can tell you.
No one has a game plan.
A straightforward answer. Yeah. Like, no.
Yeah. And so this vaccine comes along, and to me, that's sort of like the game plan, right? Like, hey, if enough people get this vaccine, in theory, we're gonna be good, right?
But
it's like we finally get this answer, and now people are pissed off at the answer. And like, whether like your stance on the vaccine is whatever, but it's just kind of funny to me, and I've been having conversations lately that like humans, it's almost like we can just never be satisfied. You know? Because like it feels like everybody has been asking for, it's just like a way out. And we're provided this way out, and everyone's mad about the result that we were given. It's like, I'm not going to take the vaccine. It's not safe.
Well, I just read or saw something the other day where somebody took the vaccine or a nurse took the vaccine and then got it a week later or 8 days later. And then I also heard like if you take the vaccine, it's like breaking you down and build you up. So like kind of like the flu vaccine or whatever.
Yeah, you get injected with a little bit of the vid.
And I'm just like, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
No, yeah, like I understand people like being a little touchy on being in the first wave of vaccines. Like that makes sense.
Yeah, I don't want the beta version.
Yeah.
I don't want the beta.
I want the full release. I don't want the one that they got to patch a week later. You know. Yeah. So like I get that, but I like people who are just anti-vaccine and anti-injection. Just like look, like if us getting this vaccine is what it takes to get the world back open, then I'm for it. You know. But like with that comes, I'm not about to be first in line. That.
Like I got to know that it for sure works. Like run through 1 million people.
You're gonna be the last one to get it.
Yeah, I'm gonna be last in line. And actually, I mean, if you got the antibodies now, they say you're supposed to be good, just as good. But then,
it's like if you,
but then people that got antibodies, I've heard they got it a second chance.
That's the thing, bro. It's like no matter what you say,
damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Right. No matter what you say, everyone's got a. Well, I heard this. It's like, man, how about we stop telling each other what we heard and just, just do it.
I need some concrete solutions.
Yeah. So it's just been an interesting year, man. And then, like talking about like personally, like when March came along, I started to really like just go outside and start working out. So I just got like super into my fitness, it's kind of funny, like, people are, like, happy to escape 2020, and I'm, like, sitting here reflecting, like, yo, this was, like, one of the most, maybe not the best year of my life, but, like, one of the most productive years of my life, you know, in terms of, like, personal growth and all that. And so it's kind of, like, a weird, like, for me looking back in the hindsight of the year, because I'm, like, I had a lot of positive things happen, and then in the world, like, a lot of negative things happen.
Yeah.
You know?
I will agree with you on that, for sure. Definitely. I mean, because, like, the shutdown, it kind of like, you know, let you or made you realize who you are, who your real friends are, you know what I'm saying, and who are the people you can count on. So like that's what it kind of made me realize, you know what I'm saying. And like me and my people, we didn't grown closer because it kind of like gave us a scare, like shit, you don't know how long you're gonna be here, you don't know if it can happen to you. So it kind of brought us like closer and whatnot. So that's one thing I did take from 2020.
Yeah. For sure. So would you say like overall it was still a good year for you despite all the negatives?
A good year for me.
Yeah, like personally.
Personally, each year I've been trying to better my life. And I can say despite all the, you know, the crazy shit going on in the world, I can say 2020 was a little bit better than 2019 for me.
There you go.
But at the same time, it had a lot of cons, though. Yeah. A lot of cons. You know what I'm saying? I can't say... That's the thing. I kind of feel selfish for saying that because, like, I kind of was up and up, but then, like, the world brought you back down to reality or kind of, you know, took a little hit, you know what I'm saying? Or a big hit. Yeah. As far as, you know, all this, you know, social injustice shit, so...
Yeah, I mean, that's, like, the perfect example of it. It's, like, speaking for us in Michigan, like, we finally got this... basically like green pass to go out and go to restaurants and go bars, and then all the things that happened with George Floyd and all the things that followed that were shortly after. And so it was like we got this great thing, like we're finally allowed back, and then something brought us back down. Which that's kind of the nature of life on Earth, you know what I mean? But I mean, I guess to what you're saying, like I should probably rephrase my answer. It's like good things happen to me personally. You know, and thankfully, at least until this moment, I haven't lost anyone to the flu or the sickness. So that's been like a blessing because I know a lot of people unfortunately did. But like, this everything that transpired in America, especially, is just like, definitely weighed everybody down. And I think, obviously, we don't have to touch on it, but the events of yesterday are kind of like a culmination of that. It's like the end result. You know what I mean?
I can say that socially, it was, you know, a bad year. You know what I'm saying? And fortunately, throughout, you know, the whole, you know, coronavirus pandemic, I was still able to work. And that was a huge, you know what I'm saying, plus for me because I did better financially last year. So that was a good thing. But socially, it was horrible. So
you mean like in your social life, or you just mean like in the world?
In the world. in the world.
Yeah. I mean, even speaking to like having a job, like even the fact that you were able to get out the house and do something. That
was a blessing in disguise because I didn't have to stay inside. Like a lot of people, a lot of people stayed home, you know what I'm saying, and worked from home. Well, now I'm like, damn, I wish I could do that. Then again, I'm like, I'll have to be there 24 hours a day, you know what I'm saying? But going to work, I get to see different people, interact with people, you know, even though like there was a chance you can get COVID. But I mean, I guess, you know, it worked out for the best.
Yeah. I mean, but even speaking on the socially thing, it's like, you know, we lost a lot of people, unfortunately, and still continue to lose people. But it's like the good that came out of, like, for example, George Floyd's death, like so much positive came out of his death that it's almost hard to say like it was a bad thing.
Yeah.
You know,
it's always fucked up that it takes something that horrific for something good to happen or for change to happen, I should say. So that's how I always see things like that. Yeah. It's like, it's a sacrifice.
And we shouldn't have to.
We shouldn't have to.
Right. I hear what you're saying. Yeah. So would you say, like, if you were able to, what were some of like the biggest things that you learned last year? Or the biggest thing or whatever comes to mind?
Oh man, the biggest thing.
That's like a big question.
It's a broad question too. Yeah. Like I said earlier, like, you know, it lets you know who your real friends are because like when everything is opened up, you know what I'm saying, you see certain people like on the weekends or this and that. Yeah. But with the shutdown, you couldn't go see people, you know what I'm saying? So like me and my friends, we made an effort to like Zoom call, you know, a house party ad where you get to play games, you know what I'm saying, via video call. Everybody loved that. You know, and that was huge. And a lot of my friends, you know, who had kids and all that, and we made sure we did that, and that showed me like, okay, these are my real people, even though like I already knew they were my people. And then like the friends who live in close proximity to me, you know what I'm saying, we would like check in and all that stuff with each other too. So yeah, that was the biggest thing for me. Yeah. So how about you?
That's good. So two things really come to mind. One is like the importance of family. Like this year showed me, kind of like to your point, how important it is, but it also showed me like personally how much I've been neglecting that. Like being in this time forced me to, like, I stayed with my brother for part of it and then I stayed here for part of it. So for the time I was with my brother, it just like reminded like how important my relationship with him is. Yeah. And like how much I've been, you know, putting it on the back burner for whatever selfish interest I have. And then also like with his wife, and they were expecting a child at the time. So like their daughter is kind of like, I feel like relit this love for family and like this passion for it. And so almost like to the point that we made about the social thing, it's like I needed to be trapped in my house to remember how important it is to love the people in the house.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Like it really reminded me how much like family means to me and how much it like truly is a part of my happiness. Like if I'm disconnected or off the same page with my family, like it makes my whole world seem disorganized. Yeah,
you know? I definitely agree with you on that because when, you know, you definitely want to be around kids because their immune system isn't as strong as, you know, adults. Right. And so like with not seeing my nieces and nephews for like a little hot minute, and I was like, damn. And then when I got to see them, I was like, man, it just felt so good to see them. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like that being taken away from you, like, oh, you can't go see your people. Like that being taken away from you, like, you know, that sucked for me, like probably the most. Yeah.
And for me, like it wasn't even not being able to see them. It was just like being trapped in a house, and trapped is like air quotes, being trapped in a home with them just reminded me like how important it is to take care of those relationships. Like it takes time, and just as any relationship does. And so it was just really big to me to like kind of like reassess my priorities last year was. And then another thing that I didn't realize until later in the year was how important taking care of your mental health is. Like this year was the first time I really battled with mental health. And so it's never been something that I really prioritized. Like growing up, and even to this day, like I've always just been like positive and whatever. Like I kind of just look at the world in a positive light. But this year really challenged that for me because, like I said, when everything opened up, life was good. And then when it shut back down, it like really challenged my like self-identity, self-confidence because, you know, before I was able to go out and work out with friends, and although it wasn't like hanging out at home doing whatever, it was still getting my social, you know, my social itch. Yeah. And so this last time when everything shut down, like I was really trapped in this house. Yeah. And so Like, I really just had to learn to, in the same way that I treat, like, my physical health, like, you have to go to the gym every day to build muscle. I've been, like, repurposing the way I look at my mental health in the same way.
That's the same way. You got to exercise, you know what I'm saying, your mind as well. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's huge. Mm-hmm. And this pandemic really brought light to how important, you know what I'm saying, the mental health is. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had, like, a lot of friends and coworkers going through shit just because of this whole shutdown and coronavirus. Yeah. Like, it just, like sparked a whole nother side of them that I've never seen before. So, I'm like, damn, that shit's real. Yeah. Just because it's not happening to you doesn't mean it's not happening to somebody else. And, like, and it kind of helped me be more sensitive towards people because you never know what they're going through, I should say. So, yeah,
that's true, because, like, one of the biggest things I realized when I was battling with it was, like, okay, now I understand why in my past this person might have done this. It's probably because they were battling something, and like, how dare I think that they're not going through something personally that makes them change the way they're acting. You know, so it's been a like a lesson and a journey for me, and it's, you know, I think it's one that I'm still going to be on for the rest of my life in the same way that, like, I'll be on this journey of my physical health for the rest of my life.
Yeah,
like,
I'm really changed this.
Yeah, I'm trying to teach it the same way. Yeah. So yeah, those were like the biggest things that I learned, and it's funny because those are all things that, like, require me to remind myself, like, in terms of the family thing, like, I'll always have to remind myself, like, how important they are. And it's just all about, like, I think the two things do coincide together, because it's all about, like, priorities. Like, I didn't prioritize my mental health, so I battled with it naturally. Yeah. You know, it took me up until I was 23 for it to really, like, you know, hit. Yeah. But eventually it happened because I neglected it for so long. Exactly. And the same thing with my family. Like, I didn't make them a priority. And so eventually, like, that became an issue, you know?
Yep. Same here, bro. I agree with that.
Yeah. So closing up the year and then going into this new year, what does AC have planned for 21? Man, like, what is this new year? What do you want to happen?
I mean, it's the obvious. I mean, I couldn't do shit all last year, so hopefully this year we're open to do shit.
Party year for you?
Yeah, they said, you know, your 30s, your 20s have been extended to 32, 33 years old. So I'm going to go ahead and, you know, take that. And hopefully, you know, the restrictions are lifted so I can travel a little bit more this year. Actually, a lot more, because I didn't do shit last year, obviously. Yeah. So I plan on taking, you know, 3 or 4 trips this upcoming year. And just, you know, treating myself, man, just enjoying life. Like, I love enjoying life. So I gotta, you know, a few destinations I got in mind that I gotta hit up for sure. Yeah. Other than that, you know, just being more, you know, cognitive of everybody else's, you know, situation and not just assuming shit. So that's another thing I want to do in 2021. You know, being more, you know, sensitive to the fact.
Compassionate.
Show a little more compassion. Yeah. I guess that you can say that. Yeah. But still not too much though. Yeah, not too much. But yeah, I mean, just keep trying to, you know, become a better person and, you know, build a happy life. That's all I'm on the blocks of doing right now.
Is there anything like specifically that you're working on and that you're really trying to target within yourself for the next year?
I mean, not really. I mean, it's a gradual, you know, level up for me as far as becoming a better person. Like I said, like being more compassionate is one of them. So I think if I can do that, then I'll be good for sure. Yeah. Heck yeah. That's good. Yeah, man, that's about it for me. What about you?
Yeah. So the biggest one is I've been in school long enough to be a motherfucking doctor at this point. Man. So this year, this is my last full semester. Starts in 2 weeks. Yeah. Gotta graduate, get that done. It's been 23 years in the making. My brother keeps calling me Dr. Herwalt. That shit's stressing me out.
Because he's been in school for hella years.
That shit crazy. But, like, you know, honestly, so, like, you know, I'm not gonna say, like, it's been easy, like, knowing that I'm behind in air quotes. But it really has been, like, a challenge of my ego. Like, I've really had to put my ego aside and just be like, look, I know most people do this in 4 to 5 years, and unfortunately that wasn't your path, but no one's lived the same life as I have, and I've been through things within the time I've been in college that I'm not going to say justify where I'm at, but I know I've been giving it my all, and this is where I'm at. Yeah. So you know, I've learned a lot about myself through the college journey. So, but it's just like, you know, I think when I reflect when I'm like 85 and thinking about my college years, I think the biggest thing I'm going to say is just like, man, it was humbling.
Yeah.
Because I had to put that pride aside of being like, man, like everyone else is like, it's crazy to scroll through and everyone else is graduating. And I'm sitting here like, damn, I got class in 45 minutes.
Your path is different.
Yeah.
Your path is different, man. Your path is different.
I think it took me going through this to realize that.
Yeah.
You know, like not everyone lives the same life. So, and with that, like me going through this, I've now developed, to your point, compassion for other people, understanding that not everyone's path's the same. So just because someone's doing something slower or faster as me doesn't mean that they're better or worse. Right?
Yeah, that's actually huge. That's what I meant to touch on. Mm-hmm. I've weeded out a lot of people that, you know, who say that you should be doing this, you should be doing that. Just because they're ahead in life or behind in life, and they try to force you to acclimate to their life, I just weeded them out. Yeah, and so like, just had to touch on that real quick.
Yeah, I mean that's a powerful thing to do, man, and it's honestly one of the most difficult things to do.
Well, actually, for me,
was it easy for you?
I can cut somebody off and keep it pushing.
It ain't nothing.
Like it ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? It makes it harder if it's somebody you've been rocking with for a lot of years.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like those conversations are hard.
Those kind, yeah, it takes a lot. Especially like if I'm in the wrong, I'm going to do whatever it takes to patch it up. Yeah, to make things right. But if I'm not in the wrong, man, deuces. It's over. Like if I know I'm not in the wrong and like my people say I'm not in the wrong, that's all I care about. Yeah. And everybody else, you can kick rocks. Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean, at least personally speaking, like it's because everyone says that, like, weed out the losers in your life or whatever. I wouldn't even say losers. You know, it's just some people ain't for you.
That's what I'm saying. Like to say, I hear that a lot. Like you got to eliminate losers from your life, and that's a tough thing because like. To expect greatness out of everyone in your circle, that's not fair.
You can't do that.
Yeah, you can't expect to have perfect people around you.
And like, who am I to call somebody a loser? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm nobody calling nobody a loser. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Just like it's the whole path thing. Your path is different than somebody else's. Right. Your path may not be going the same way. Just because you're going this way and you're going that way doesn't mean there's not greatness at the end of both paths. So,
and it kind of goes to our conversation. I think probably the last time we sat down, like people having a problem with complacency. And how it's not necessarily a bad thing. Like, there's nothing wrong with just being happy with your situation.
There's not at all.
But we have such like this negative view on complacency, you know? Yeah. But yeah, so that's a big thing that I'm looking forward or looking to do in 21 is just getting school done and just getting onto my career and all that. And then from there, you know, like really taking time to, I know I already touched on like the ego thing, but just really taking time to figure out what's important to me and make sure that I'm not pushing myself in any direction just because other people want me to. Yes. You know?
That's
like, yes. I'm trying. It's really hard, especially because the path I'm about to take is graduate and then find my job. And the battle that I'm having is, well, I could go work here and that'd be cool, but like, you know, they don't look as good as what if I worked at Apple or Google, you know what I mean? I'm not saying I'm worthy of those positions, but you know, there's certain companies that have a prestige to them. Yeah. And it's like, one big battle that I'm going to be fighting this year is putting my pride aside and just finding what I want to do and where I want to be and just being okay with that.
Got to, man. You know? Like, I mean, I've came across people that, you know, work for these name brand companies and, you know, it sounds good on paper, you know, it's the brand, but then you get down to the nitty gritty if you know, it ain't really hyped up to be what it is, you know what I'm saying? Like I came across some new friends that work for brand name companies, but this shit ain't hitting on nothing. You know what I'm saying? They've been working there for X amount of years, and you still at the bottom level, or still making this much. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I don't buy into all that shit, man. Like a lot of people, or that don't know, you know what I'm saying, who I work for, they just like, oh, whatever.
Yeah, like, look down upon you.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, but. You're where you're at, right? All right, go ahead, talk good shit. I'm gonna let you be great, but shit sweet over this way.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like I think personally, and I heard this quote, and it rings true, and I think about it all the time. It's always playing in my head. Is if you want to stop feeling judged, you need to judge others less. Yeah, and so I think the battle for me will just be like, all right, stop judging people based on where they work and the positions they hold, and all of a sudden I'll forget that people are judging me, if they even are, for where I'm working.
Yeah, I mean, me myself, like personally, I can't judge someone because I know where I came from. Like I hear the cliche, came from the mud, this and that. Yeah. But I came from, poverty, and, you know what I'm saying, we worked our way up. So, like,
college graduate. Yeah,
you can't diss somebody that's struggling right now because you're not. Like, that's some hypocritical shit right there. So, like,
and even, like, going back to what we said, like, you know, people's paths are different. Yeah. It's like, this life game is long. Yeah. If you're fortunate to make it to the end. Like, this life game is long, man. So just because you're beating someone at 25, like, let's reconvene at 35 and see where we're at.
And a lot of people didn't came from, well established, ground level work, and some people haven't. Right. So, at the beginning they might be beating you, like you said, but then, shit could change. And my thing is, I don't judge people on material or what they have accomplished anymore. I judge you based on your character. You know what I'm saying? Believe it or not, like if my vibe ain't right with you, I don't care if you got X amount of money or don't. Like, if we don't rock, we don't rock. If we do, we do. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's what I've been doing, like, a lot better of, is just, judge people off their character. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of fakes and snakes around. Yeah. So you got to make sure you don't be around them for sure.
That's real. And that goes back to the other thing, is cutting people out of your life. Yeah. Yeah. That's a difficult thing, man. Fuck yeah. And it's also hard to, like, personally speaking, it's hard to make sure that you're reading someone right. First impressions are a hell of a thing. And so it can be, I'm someone that I feel like I'm good at reading people, but with that comes, like, I'm wrong a lot. And so I might feel like a certain way about somebody, and then giving them time, they come around and they're really not that bad. Man, I just had a bad impression, or good or bad.
That's crazy that you say that, because, like, I always try to give, people the benefit of the doubt. And, if I'm, start bringing a friend around, or, hanging around a friend, and then, like, a lot of my friends don't like him. Like, man, just give him time. Yeah. Like, all right, cool. And then after a few months or half a year or a year, I'm like, oh shit, I see what y'all was talking about. I'm just late to the party. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's probably, like, my downfall sometimes. I try to give people the benefit of the doubt. But, like, if all my other friends are saying there's one person weird, this and that, or ain't no wrong with being weird, but, like, we don't rock with you or vibe, then it's just dead.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's another thing. Is, like, it's important to have people around you that are being honest, Yeah. But, yeah, so this year, like, I'm excited, man. Like, honestly, last year I was going into it with a lot of anxiety about the future and, like, unsure of my path and all that. But this year, like, in 2020, I feel like I got a grip on all the different aspects of my life that I need to. I'm in no way, shape, or form mastered any of them, but I'm at least paying attention to all the, in my opinion, the most important areas of my life. And so I think I tweeted this the other day, but my biggest thing for 2021 is just, like, the culmination. Like, that's the word I'm keep saying in my head, is, like, culmination. Like, I've spent the past, I'm 23, so I've spent all these years of my life developing who I am, and I'm developing every day and changing every day. But I've spent all the time building up these pillars in my life, and I feel like this year is the one where I'm really going to be able to apply it. Yeah. And whether that holds true or not, we'll see. And we'll, I'll keep you updated on the pod. Yeah. But I'm just excited for this year, man, because I feel like this is going to be the one where all the hard work I've been doing over the past few years, I feel like this is the one where I'm going to actually be able to show it off and develop myself and, be the best person I can.
It's going to be a good feeling, man. Yeah. It's going to be a good feeling when you get there, for sure. I mean, you going to kill this shit. I already got that vibe about you, bro.
Appreciate you,
For sure. Yeah.
So, as a soon-to-be college graduate, what's that day like, bro? When you realize you don't got to go to class anymore? Like, how did it feel?
Bro, it's kind of like...
I'm looking forward to it.
It's kind of, like, weird. It's like, damn, like, you grown out here now. You ain't depending on nobody else. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I won't say you out here in the world by yourself. Obviously, you got your family, but, like, this shit's on you now. Right. So, and all you're doing is trying to make the best possible, make sure you don't want to fuck up. Yeah. That's all you're doing. You're trying to make sure you don't fuck up. Yeah. And you want to just,
Man, so you felt the pressure right away? Is that what you're saying?
I mean, not really, because I had a strong circle. Okay. My circle was strong. I always know I had my people I can lean back on, and my mom I can lean back on if I ever got into, like, a struggle or or setback, I know they would try to have my back as best as possible.
Okay. That's good.
And you gotta, and you know what I'm saying, your parents and then your brother, you know what I'm saying, you got a good, you know what I'm saying, strong circle too. So if you need anything, you know what I'm saying, you know who's gonna be there for you. So that helps a lot. That takes a lot of pressure off you.
Believe it,
because when you get out of college, you want to establish yourself financially first. And it's hard because you got to find a job. Right. You know what I'm saying? And if you can't find a job right away.
Especially the market that I'm about to graduate into. Yeah. It's COVID market. A lot of businesses closing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's really it, man.
Okay. Man, so were you living on your own when you graduated? Not yet.
No, I was with my mom. Okay. I was with my mom for the longest.
Man, so that's where I'm at too. Is
bro, don't rush to get out your parents' crib. What my mom did for me, like I appreciate her so much for that. Like she let me stay with her as long as possible. But then again, you don't want to overstay. You know what I'm saying? You're welcome. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like my boy's dad, like my boy CJ, his dad always kept saying, he like, hey boy, I gotta get you out your mama house. I gotta get you out your mama house because you too old, you too grown to be living at your mama house. I'm like, all right, cool. I think I was living with my mom until I was like 26. You know what I'm saying? 26. Yeah, 26. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. And so
it's that time.
Yeah, he hooked me up and he was right.
Yeah.
So I think you'll probably get out much sooner than I was. But
we'll see.
But like, and like a lot of people nowadays, they're staying with their parents until like 28, 29. You know what I'm saying? If it's just you by yourself and you don't got a significant other, like why not? You know what I'm saying? Obviously, you want to help out your rent and all that stuff with your mom and all that if you can. But if you can't, man, get your shit together while you're with your parents.
Man, yeah, it's been such a blessing, bro.
You get to stack when you're with your parents.
Bro, words can't even explain like how fortunate I feel just to be able to have the possibility of living at home. Like I know a lot of people don't even have that ability, and it just makes me feel so fortunate. So I'm definitely not taking it for granted and trying to rush out of here. You know, I would say like game plans change all the time, but my current game plan is graduate, find a job. Once I feel comfortable and like settled in the job and confident I'm gonna be there, then time to move.
Then start making moves. You don't want to rush.
I'm not gonna rush it.
You got to be on your own schedule, man. Do not let you know what I'm saying, the social pressure get to you. That you should be doing this at this time. Don't do it. Hey, take your time, bro. Trust me, because I had a lot of failures too. So good thing you got your family. They gonna have your back. You gonna be good.
Yeah,
that's facts.
Real. That's real. Yeah, we'll keep it updated on here, man.
Yeah.
But, man, I'm ready to be done, bro. Let me tell you.
It is a great feeling, though, to be done and have your own shit.
Yeah.
That's one of the best feelings for me, personally, to, like, know where I came from and then knowing I worked my ass off to have what I have now. Yeah. That's one of the best feelings. Like, you can't tell me shit, like, at all. Like, you can't tell me shit about the way I'm living.
It's like that pride that comes.
Yeah, now the pride is reappearing. Yeah. Now the ego is reappearing.
That's good. Make sure
it was a dim light at first because I was going through the struggle, you know what I'm saying? But now it's starting to reappear a little bit.
Keep it in check though, man.
It's stationary now. It's stationary now. Yeah. Now it's just here.
Okay.
You know, I don't see it going anywhere here.
Yeah, you don't need to be up here, man.
Nah, that's Kanye level.
Yeah, you don't need to be up there, man.
No, nobody needs to be on Kanye level. No. And if I ever get too high, my people knock me back down.
Yeah, we'll let you know, bro.
Yeah. But yeah, it's stationary right now.
Yeah, I'm excited for that, man. I'm excited for that level of independence.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm ready for it because it's definitely a challenge and I'm ready to take it on,
Yeah.
I'm ready.
I have been thinking about like moving towards the end of this year or having like some things in place to be able to move at the end of 2021. Just
move out of the city or
move out of the state.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And so I've been talking with a few of my friends. They're already out of state and then they're about to relocate to another state. I'm like, this might be a perfect time. To venture out.
Yeah.
I'm already on my own and shit. I ain't got nothing tying me down here.
Right.
And plan on keeping it that way.
Yeah.
If things happen organically different, then that's cool too. I'm with that too.
Hey, 365 days, man. That's a lot of days.
Yeah, it's a lot of days.
You never know what can happen. That's it.
Oh yeah,
of never course. Know who you might meet.
Yeah, you're right, but I'm focused on. Once I have a task at hand, I'm always gonna try to accomplish that.
That's good.
But like you said, shit can change. But
shit can change, man. Yeah. All right, man. Anything else that you want to touch on before we get out of here?
Nah, bro. I watched a Disney movie the other day.
Oh yeah,
that's called Soul. It was actually a good movie.
Okay,
and it had a lot of life situations in it, and like it's a kids movie, but when you grown, you can see like it's really speaking to grown people
hidden
too.
Messages.
There's like subliminal messages, man. There's a lot of, it was so many. I can't even like regurgitate all the shit they were saying, but like it made so much facts, like it made so much sense to all the shit they were saying, like, and how people are different and everything. Like it was just crazy, bro.
Yeah. I think I got like halfway through it before the wine hit me and I was asleep. Yeah. But me and my family watched it, and I think part of like the message that I took away in the early beginning was just like finding your soul, like finding what makes you who you are, and
what makes you happy.
Yeah, it kind of goes back to what we've been talking about.
That shit is crazy. I'm like, damn, this movie for me.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Well, you probably liked it because you look like the main character.
Man, shut up, motherfucker.
Man, Jerry Fox, boy.
Man, my nose ain't that big. I know I got a humper, but it ain't that big.
He had a wider face.
He had a way wider face. I know my face getting wider, but it's all good.
Well, speaking of movies, real quick before we get out of here, Chadwick's, I think it's his final movie that'll be released, unless he's got something in the tuck before he passed away. Ma Rainey's Black Bottom is the movie. It's on Netflix.
Heard about it.
Yeah, it's filmed like a play in the sense of there's not a whole lot of different scenes. You know, like it's a lot of like long scenes and a lot of like dialogue, which personally I enjoyed it. And it's all about like the blues and jazz, which is something, you know, I've loved since I was a kid. And I won't like spoil anything. The movie's great, but what
you already saw it?
Yeah, it's on Netflix.
Oh shit!
Yeah, it came out maybe 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
Man.
So,
what's it called again?
Ma Rainey's Black Bottom. Okay. Yeah. So it's about the singer Ma Rainey, legendary blues singer. The movie was good. I wouldn't say like it's the best movie of all time, but what really, really got my attention was Chadwick's performance. Like, man, he killed this 1960s black artist. Like the way they were talking, the way they talked to each other, the way he talked to women. Like he really killed the shit. And especially knowing that I think he's from like Brooklyn. Yeah. So he's got that East Side accent. But I don't know. The biggest thing I just want people to take away was just his performance. He absolutely killed it.
I mean, even before he passed away, like you saw his range. Yeah. Which was crazy. So now, like with you saying that, like I can believe that shit.
Yeah,
you know
yeah. So like I'm not. You're not gonna watch it and think it's the best movie of all time, but I really want everyone to just pay attention to his performance because he absolutely murdered it. That's good. And it was a good thing and a bad thing. Like it was a good thing because this is a great note to go out on this movie, but it's just like, damn, we lost a good, such a good actor, man. Yeah. Such a good actor. But yeah, so everybody go ahead and watch that and watch Soul.
Gotta watch Soul, man.
Learn about yourself a little bit. You can't miss the Pixar ones, man.
No, bro.
Yeah.
Can't do that.
But, all right. Appreciate everybody listening. First one of 2021.
2021.
See y'all around. Happy New Year and all that.
Peace.